Hello everyone, we hope you are doing great. Welcome to today's session on GRASP. Myself Sudeep Samanjai, and today we have an auspicious speaker on our platform, Nidhish Sagar. Nidhish Sagar is the Master of Science student of Indian Institute of Science who got selected to MIT for his PhD. In the following session, he is going to provide details about process of applying for the international PhD program in the best in universities. Speaking about Nidhish is a material science major and chemistry minor in undergraduate program of Indian Institute of Science. He has received several awards like the ones like KVPY, Microscopy Society of America's Undergraduate Research Fellowship, Infosys Catch Them Young Fellowship, and NTSC, which abbreviates for National Talent Search Examination. He is co-founder of Amalgam, the Materials Club of Indian Institute of Science, and is also convener of Athletics Club of IISc. So we are happy to have Nidhish on our platform. Hello Nidhish, how are you doing?
Hi Sudeep, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. So, in the following session, we really need your insights on application for international PhD program. You yourself getting into world's best institute, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, is a really great news, and we are hoping to find uh, really good insights from your end, and it would definitely help viewers to take quality decisions in the future. So
Sure, I'll be happy to help.
let's start with the process of application for international university for PhD programs.
Yeah.
When is it right time to start applying for the international university PhD programs? When you're in your masters or your Bs?
Sure. So if you're talking about the US, deadlines are usually on December 1st or December 15th. These are like the earliest deadlines. So it's best if the month of November is allocated almost completely for applying. So the thing is, by November, all the tests and whatever is required should be done. And in that month, we have to focus on like all the places that we apply because each place has like a different requirement. Like some require diversity statements and a lot of other things. So it's best if the month of November is kept for all of this because planning too early is not necessary. I see a lot of people who say you have to start from August and everything. Like you can start thinking about it, but the actual doing usually happens in November, however early we start. Yeah.
So what is the process of application for grad school in total?
Yeah, so what we require is our scanned transcripts till the semester we have finished. And then we require an SOP, which is very important. Like majority of the places ask for an SOP, which is known as a statement of purpose. So I can talk more about what you need to write in an SOP, but I'll tell you what all is required. Then some places ask for a diversity statement. They want to know how how you respect diversity and whether you being in that institution will add to the diversity of the place. So that is very important for many universities. Then some require writing samples. So they'll ask you to like write a paragraph, or sometimes they ask you to show prior writing samples of say published research or your term papers or something like that. And they also, some places ask you for honors of, like all places ask you for honors, awards and certificates. So all of these things should be in a online format so that you can easily upload them. And especially at MIT, it's unlike other schools. Everything is on a separate custom designed website, which is a very simple website, but they don't allow you to upload an SOP. They have certain questions for which you have to write answers within like 100 words or 150 words. So it's kind of, you have limited words to express whatever you want to. And that's for MIT, but most of the other places they have like you can upload whatever documents you want, like 1 page or 2 page, but it requires time to prepare all of those. So these are the general documents that require. Of course, you would require TOEFL scores, which are like the test of English as a foreign language. You'll have to prepare for it a bit. Nowadays, people don't ask for GRE especially for PhD applications, because like GRE is considered to be a test which is expensive, even in the US, like in the US, it's an expensive test. So what I feel is they are starting to do away with it because people in general score very high on the GREs, so they can't really distinguish applicants on that. So rather they would focus on the entire applicant's credentials, like the GPA or research experience. Yeah, so research experience and the way you put it across is the make or break of your application. If you have good research experience and you're a good fit for certain groups in the college, then you're in. Whether you have like an extremely high GPA or a mediocre GPA, because after a certain cutoff GPA, it's only your research experience. So that those are the things that you require to apply in general. I think I covered all of them.
So you spoke about cutoff GPA. So what GPA do you suggest out of 10 would be the safest in this mark?
For US schools, I would say 8.5 plus will help you aim for like all schools. Like if you have 8.5 plus, then you should aim for top 20 schools. Like some people say above 9, but then in ISC it's difficult to get above 9.
Mhm.
And so usually by the time people apply, I think people are about 8.5. Like those who are really considering applying to universities for a PhD and everything. See, if they want to do jobs and everything, it doesn't really matter the GPA. But for if they want to do a PhD, then yeah, it does matter because it will. They want professors want to see how well you have done in courses because that will determine whether you will do well in courses there in that university. So especially I had a recent interview at Purdue and they were like, how is your math and how have you done in courses in math? Because they wanted to see whether my mathematical skills are good. So your professors really look at these things. And yeah.
So also you spoke about the statement of purpose. Can you explain more about it to our viewers?
Sure. SOP is a great document because it covers everything that somebody needs to know why you're applying to a place. So whether it's a prof who wants to read it or a admissions officer or anybody. So an SOP consists of many parts. One is an introduction about yourself. Second is all your important honors, achievements, and awards. Then your research experience. Then why the university should take you. Like because every SOP is tailored to the university. So how you should, why are you a good fit? And finally, you can conclude by saying that, because of all of these experiences that you have and everything, you will be a good fit for the university. So that would be a structure of an SOP. And that's how I wrote my SOP. And I even sent it to a prof in the US who really wanted to take me. And he was like, it's such a beautiful SOP because it hits all the areas and that gave me a lot of confidence. That means I was on the right track. So I used a similar template for all the universities. So yeah.
Well, that's really clever. And also, when it comes to applying for grad schools, is it done on their website or is there a provision to mail them to specific mail ID to make your way into the institutes where you aspire to reach?
Oh, so thing is, see, every place for grad school, you need to apply on a portal. Like, that's a formal application. But ultimately, it's the professors who make the decision. So if you email them telling that, you're applying and, you're interested in the group and they look at your credentials over email rather than on the application portal, then because you see hundreds of people apply on the application portal, so why would they select yours? But if you email them, then they'll know that you see a student like this is applying to us, so let us go and search his profile. So you'll get handpicked and they look at it, and if they like it they'll schedule an interview and all those things. So you can do both. You have to apply on the portal and you can like just mail. But disclaimer, like I didn't do this for MIT. I got a direct call. So probably they went through all the applications and probably thought mine was a good application. So they scheduled an interview. It works sometimes, it doesn't work, but it's always good to try. So it's fine.
So, what are some of the sources of reliable and up-to-date information to keep updating about the international grad school applications?
Well, see, you don't have to be updated or anything because first thing is you know the universities that you want to apply to. So you just have to go there and check for graduate programs and then apply now or something like that. So that will take you to a portal. And once you go to the portal, then you'll have to like log in and everything, and then you'll have like a list of things that you have to complete. So see, it's all university specific, right? So you know which university you want to go to. Just go to their website and like read about what they require to apply, and they'll redirect you to the application.
So, what pitfalls can be avoided while navigating the application process you want to communicate with the viewers?
Oh, there are multiple pitfalls. Like, people get overwhelmed, when this thing happens. Because, it's a vast ocean out there. There's so many universities, so many programs, you really don't know which one to apply to, which will work. There's so much anxiety going on there. I really feel for everyone who apply, and I went through the same. But what I can suggest is that you have to think that you're going to get that place while applying. Don't think that you may not get or anything. Just apply with the confidence that you will get the place, because when you do that, you will put in your best and you will find ways to make the application look nice, and you'll actually put in effort, and effort will be seen in all your documents and SOP and everything. And every little thing can make or break your application. Like, if the professor reading your SOP, if he gets bored at the first paragraph, he just chucks the application. But if he goes through it, then he'll realize that you are actually good. And then he'll start looking into you deeper. And then he'll be impressed. So every small thing counts, like it's all how you are able to impress the admissions committee. And you can impress them with your credentials. Once you get to the interview, I think it's more about they want to see how you are as a person, whether you can talk well, you can engage in scientific discussion and everything, because they've already found you good on paper. So now they just want to talk to you and see whether you will be a good human being in the department, and you can collaborate and talk. And yeah, that's about interviews. And yeah, that's about it.
So, on what areas should one strengthen to be chosen for the best international institutions?
Research. Like, I would say, because everywhere I applied to and wherever I was checking for interview, that's all they cared about. See, whether you have, say, a 8.6 GPA or a 9.6 GPA, okay, if the person, whoever has done the most research, like most as in can't quantify it so easily, say published a paper or had research experience in different areas, has presented posters, attended conferences, those things matter, because you're going for a PhD and you need to know how science works. Okay, so if you already have done such things in your undergrad, then it's more likely that you'll succeed in your PhD. So they want tested and proven people. So that's why they look at research experience, because there have been a lot of instances of people having high GPAs but not doing well in the research career, because GPA is basically you're done your courses, you just have to read whatever is given and you have to reproduce it in the exam. But in case of research, you have to find new things, so you need to have that patience, and you have to persevere through a lot of disappointments, and so a lot of things will not work many times. So these kind of things you have to overcome to do well in research, and not everyone has that tenacity and the ability to do such things. Yeah, so that's why the GPA is just a mere cutoff. After that, it's research. So I would suggest all undergrads to gain as much research experience as possible. Work on different areas, work on hot topics, because in PhD programs, it's heavily dependent on the funding they get, and funding is given only for the hot topics, like quantum materials, or quantum computation or machine learning. All these things are hot topics. So try to get some experience in these kind of areas. That's what I would
Okay.
say.
Well, thanks a lot for the interview, Nidhish. Thanks for being a part of channel, and we look forward for more engagements further. And most importantly, To all the viewers, please like, share, and subscribe Grasp for more such content. And we'll be happy to take your feedback and bring more such content for development of your life and career. Thank you.
Sure. See you.